What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Yes, folks, this is the Around the Ropes. However, this is also the start, the official debut, the official launch of the ATR Network. It's the same show that you have seen for the last 8 months. We're just doing it on our own. Let me throw it around the room. Obviously, like I said, same show, which means same crew. Let me first throw it over to Ryan. Ryan, how you doing tonight?
I'm on the screen right now, but I had to run to my fridge because I completely forgot. This is a joyous occasion, and right now I'm going to take a fucking fireball shot right now to celebrate the new era live on the air.
Yes.
So, to all you fans that followed us from the first show to now, we thank you for continuing the show to love and support. John, Carl, L'chaim, boys. Wow.
Okay.
That's how I'm feeling today.
Now let me throw it over to Carl. Now, folks, I know you normally don't see Carl live on screen, but because we figured it's the debut, let me put it this way: it's not the debut show; it's the debut of the network, and we thought it was appropriate to have one of the main people behind this new network on with us tonight. Carl, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing fucking phenomenal. And Ryan.
Yeah.
L'chaim.
Damn right.
Crap, I didn't get anything to drink. God damn it.
It was a last minute decision. We did it on the fly.
Well, somebody could have texted me and said,
this was done 20 seconds ago, right when the intro was happening.
Yeah, good point. But yeah, guys, like I said, same show. We'll talk the same stuff. But it was a crazy week in pro wrestling. I feel like I say that every week for the last 8 months.
Yep.
And let's start with what happened last night over on Smackdown. Now, if you follow us on the Facebook page, I put out a post earlier in the day that there was speculation, there was rumblings, innuendo, however you want to call it, that Karrion Kross, God, I can't even speak English right now. Killer Kross, however you know him, was supposedly being discussed to come back to the WWE. Well, lo and behold, last night, Drew McIntyre comes out, confronts Roman Reigns ahead of their match at Clash at the Castle, and who comes out after him? With his original NXT music, Mr. Karrion Kross himself. Now, Ryan, let me throw it to you. When you had saw that initially, now obviously you've seen the post I've written earlier in the day.
Correct.
What was your first reaction when you saw it?
So first of all, considering I've known Kross and Scarlett for a while, pulling back the curtain a little bit, because for those that are new to the channel, I'm in the professional wrestling industry as an announcer, and I've been doing it for 10 years now. Actually, a couple weeks will be 10 years, and I have, shall I say, met a lot of people along the ways, and and most of the time, sometimes as of late, was Kross and Scarlett. I had a kind of nickering that there was something in the works because they weren't signed with AEW or back with Impact or anything like that. So it seemed like maybe they were going back to the E at some way or another. And lo and behold, here we go. Here we are with Killer Kross with hair. Now, Karrion Kross. Excuse me, I don't want to get copyrighted. So when John said, when McIntyre was going to confront Roman Reigns, the lights in the arena turn off except for the entranceway. And all of a sudden you hear the the original beginning, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And John and Carl can attest. Oh my God! I almost fell out of my chair.
Yep.
Yeah, you definitely did. That's not an understatement on that.
No,
but
because I was
Carl, when you heard what happened with Karrion Kross coming back, what was your thoughts?
I was shocked, and then I got a chance to watch the YouTube video of that particular moment, and I was like, that's the one to take down Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm going to get to that in a second.
Point to Roman Reigns.
Well, I'm going to get to that in a second because I read I don't remember where I read it today. Oh, that USA Network apparently is very pissed off right now at WWE because the main champion hasn't been on Raw since after Mania, I think. If memory serves me right.
No,
That is 100. Yes.
wasn't he
Roman Reigns has not been up to Raw. He's always stayed on SmackDown.
And the speculation is, from what I read, the reason why Karrion Kross got put in to this feud with McIntyre and Roman is there is a good chance we might see Roman work a double at Clash at the Castle.
Work for both belts.
Where he'll have one match defending the Universal title and the other one defending the WWE title.
Gee, who does that remind you of?
Oh.
Seth Rollins had both belts. Sting was for, I believe, the Raw, and John Cena was for SmackDown, or reversed it.
No, actually, so you were correct, Carl, but it wasn't for both titles. For Sting, it was for the World Heavyweight title, and Seth and Cena was for the U.S. title.
Thank you, U.S. title. Yes,
but still, like, we could see a double. We could see a double shot.
Yes,
and I wouldn't be surprised.
For his money.
I wouldn't be surprised though if they go that route, and Roman at least drops the WWE title, because then at that rate, then at least you would have, if you, let's say they do put the belt on Karrion, hypothetically speaking here, then at least you can have a chance. Oh, well, you're saying let's change his name.
Well, I'm fixing it.
Holy, oh yeah, I forgot him yesterday. Yeah.
I got it, Kosta.
Welcome to the show right now. Our brother from up north.
Yo.
Kosta, what's going on?
Everything's good.
Glad you were able to join us.
Yeah. I was able to sneak away. I'm joking.
Fortunately, we didn't get you coming in with your entrance music like you did last night, but
yeah, it's okay. That music had explicit lyrics to it. I don't think.
Oh yeah.
It's
we don't want to get any strikes against us.
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
But no, Kosta, we were just talking about last night's SmackDown with Roman and Drew and the return of Karrion Kross.
Oh hell yeah!
Bordeaux.
Yep.
So let me ask you, what was your initial reaction when you had seen them appear?
My initial reaction was, "Thank you, Triple H. Thank you, Triple H." That was my initial reaction.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's a good way.
I popped like a real WWE fan does. I really did.
I mean, you got to realize something. Since Hunter has come back and has taken over creative control, we have seen Dakota Kai come back. We have seen Io Shirai come to the main roster. Obviously, she had to get a name change, but okay, she's on the main roster. And now we got Karrion Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux. And Kosta, when you had hopped on, we were just getting to the part now that there was an article that came out earlier today saying that we could see Roman do a double at Clash of the Castle. Where he
I didn't see that one. What did it say?
Where it would be the Universal title up against McIntyre and the WWE Championship up against Kross.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm down for that. For real.
I personally think that's a phenomenal idea because I have said it before on this show that I thought the worst thing they could have ever done was putting the belt on both belts on Roman. That was the worst move they could have ever done.
Well, at the time, it was a good idea at the time. But
at
now
the
it's
time, yes, because it was going to be, okay, you're going to see a traveling champion between both brands.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, when all of a sudden after he had won, and then he cut that promo at the house show in Jersey. I think they were in Trenton for that one.
Yeah.
And he turned around, he goes, "Oh, I don't know if this could be the last time you guys are going to see me." And everybody thought, "Oh God, he's retiring." And then it was like, "No, he's just not going to be working so often. And it's like
He's not going to do house shows.
Yeah, but then if you notice though, he doesn't really do Raw or SmackDown anymore.
It was like the same thing as the situation as Brock Lesnar, right? So it was like when he wasn't showing up really. That's what I would compare it to, right?
I look at this way. Do you guys remember a couple of years ago when Cena and Roman were feuding? This goes back to 17. And the comment was said, not even that. The whole comment was, well, Cena became the part-timer.
Yes.
And all that stuff. Essentially, that's what Roman's becoming. The only TV match he's had this year, if I remember correctly, was against Riddle on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And that was great,
I
too.
remember that.
And we don't know what that stipulation was, and I've said on the show, too, I thought that stipulation was stupid, but
hopefully he eventually gets another shot, but let's see.
I think he will. He will, because the way I look at it, he's one of the guys who you can build that company around.
Yeah.
You can very easily build around him because you got to remember, he has sort of mainstream attraction. Plus, he's also a former UFC fighter.
Yeah.
Not MMA.
At least his name's not Shayna Baszler.
Anytime I can chop somebody.
I will say this, though. If that story is true and Karrion is the one person that takes the title off of him, then I feel like his first feud with that title should be against Riddle.
For who? For McIntyre or who?
For Kross.
Oh, Kross. Oh.
Kross and Riddle.
I would just say this. If you're going to bring Karrion Kross and you're going to push him to be a main event star, push him where he was almost when Killer Kross was in Impact Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the way I would present him. Present him as somebody who doesn't give a shit about other people's well-beings in the character sense.
Hell, bring him in when he was in NXT.
I wouldn't have
be a Demolition S&M member.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm very happy that he is back. I'm very happy to see both of them. The fact that now we could get his entrance music. Just think about this for a second, okay? His entrance music at WrestleMania in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
You realize, as I said that, I already had the goosebumps going up my arm.
Yeah. No. Anyway, I'm gonna bring this up to you guys. So, do you think the feud the rivalry between Randy Orton and Riddle is still gonna happen? Like that it was rumored to happen?
Yeah, I could see a scenario playing out with that, where all of a sudden Riddle wins the title.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Comes back, and it's like, you never helped me. The typical tag team breakup storyline.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too.
I would say maybe not have that for the title. Maybe, hear me out.
Yes.
Sorry, folks.
It's okay.
Getting back to the whole thing with Kross being potentially champion. I have a feeling. I'm really thinking this out loud right now because let's not forget about WrestleMania happening in LA. Because that was going to be way oversaturated by the potential Roman Reigns and Rock match that everyone wants to see.
Yeah.
Following year.
Apparently, somebody in Costa's house doesn't like what you're about to say.
Yeah, that crying sounds familiar.
Sorry.
I'm going to be adult about this.
I just want to throw that out there. How about the WrestleMania that's going to happen at WrestleMania 40, where that's taking place at? In the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
And isn't that essentially in Riddle's backyard?
Bingo.
Did it start in Jersey?
Monster Factory.
10 minutes away from the stadium. Now, my thing is, have that blow off Orton Riddle feud at WrestleMania in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very strong feeling that Orton's going to be done soon.
You think so?
Yeah.
With his because it's I'm telling you, that injury is no joke, and he's been a lot of wear and tear for all these years.
Yeah.
You build Riddle up. You build him up after WrestleMania 39, and then you fast forward to an iconic WrestleMania 2, WrestleMania 40.
Yeah.
In Philadelphia, 10 minutes away from where he first started wrestling training. You can't get any more than that.
You could also have him. The one thing I get WWE credit for is their video packages.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
And I think if you do, and the reason I bring that up, if you go the route that, Ryan, you were just saying, I think the perfect thing to do is have him walk through the Monster Factory.
Oh, hell yeah.
And sit there and go, this is where I started, and nobody believed in me. But it's because of guys like Coach Danny Cage and the other coaches here at the Monster Factory that I got to where I did. And now I'm in probably one of the biggest matches in WWE history at WrestleMania 40. You can't beat that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But with this, I mean, I guess this is where kind of I lead to now. Kross is back. Dakota Kai came back. Io Shirai came back, or came up to the main roster.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Take out Sasha and Naomi because I know that's going to be one of your guys' answers.
That's my answer. Yeah.
Who would you like to see that is not signed to a big company come back to the WWE?
Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt. For sure.
I'm kind of with him on that one.
It has to be Bray Wyatt. Has to be.
Or how about WWE legend Summer Rae?
That's as good as saying Goldberg.
Wow. Folks, if you heard that, John just compared Summer Rae to Goldberg.
That's disgusting, man. That's disgusting.
John, you deserve a timeout. Your first timeout of the new network.
Yeah, exactly.
He's muted.
But no, in all seriousness, I agree with Kosta. With the hell is he doing? Is he flying a plane or something like that? I don't know.
No, because I was saying, new network, and I'm, But let's get back.
We're 18 minutes in, Johnny. Yeah, gotta go already.
Oh, by the way,
shut up.
Moving on.
Anyway,
however,
you did bring up two names, Mr. Host. Sasha and Naomi. A deal was reached for them to come back. They're not saying when. A deal has been reached. And I know where you're going to go, John, and I think it's going to be at the Clash of the Castle in Scotland is where you're going to see them return.
Nope. Even bigger. What tournament did they announce starts Monday?
Oh, women's tag team title tournament.
Because they can turn around and go, we never lost those belts. Want to be technical, you can always go that route. Have them reclaim something. Okay, how's this for a possible scenario? You have them as one team. You have another team of Io Sky, whatever her name is, and Dakota Kai.
Io Sky. But you play the whole story off with Bayley and Sasha with their whole history. That's one I would love to see. But I agree with you guys. I think Bray Wyatt would be one. Another one I'd love to see come back. How about Braun Strowman? No.
No.
He won't come back.
No, I don't. I want him to come back, but I mean, I'd want him to come back, but I don't think so. I don't think so.
Why do you think he's too enthralled with the whole control?
Yeah.
Not even that. They didn't book him the right way.
Yeah, but I understand that, Carl. But Vince isn't there anymore.
Nah.
If he's to come back, it'll be a long time before he comes back.
Yeah.
He is so hurt by that company.
Yeah.
I don't. Can you blame him? To be honest, of how they booked him. I mean,
No. I don't blame him at all.
I mean, let's call a spade here. He basically became a transitional champion with that Universal belt.
Correct.
I mean, does anybody remember his Universal title run?
Yeah.
Vaguely.
My point exactly. But I'm there's a few names I know that was brought up today. Somebody turned around and said EC3. I'm like, no, I can't see that. That would be his third time coming back to the company. I mean, we all know what happened his second time he came back.
He was too busy sitting and catering on screen going like this.
Yeah. But
no, definitely not Strowman or EC3. Both of them have expressed their concerns. They pretty much expressed how much they hated working there.
well, how about this name? And he has said he'd be interested to come back. How about Cardona?
The thing with Cardona is he's on a roll. He's too much on a roll to want to come back. Like I understand what you mean, but he's doing too well on his own to have to come back.
Okay, yes, but
he really, I agree with Kosta. He really reinvented himself on the indie scene, and he's literally the top attraction when it comes to like any show you bring him in.
What I was gonna say was not having come back as Cardona being Zack Ryder. I'd have him come back as Cardona.
No, he won't come back.
So then, okay, so try to think here then.
The only two locks for what the question you asked are Bray Wyatt and who else did we say? Sorry.
Really?
Anybody.
Yeah, it's been Bray Wyatt.
Just Bray Wyatt. Sorry, just Bray Wyatt. Yeah, and Sasha Banks.
Maybe have him return at Clash of the Castle.
The other thing also I'd love to say is they have to drop the T-Bar name.
Oh, please.
And let him go back to Dominic Dijakovic.
Oh, please. Please.
That's. I think that was one name I'm looking at because I know I think T-Bar had said something, and I think that people were thinking that it was hinting that he's going to come back as Dijakovic. But if you let him come back, and I remember his matches he had down in NXT, especially him and Keith Lee.
Oh my God!
Where they damn near killed each other. Especially the one I remember they had. I think it was a regular NXT episode, and this is when they were going through that rivalry. I don't remember if it was for the NXT North American title, but they were up in the corner towards. If you were coming down the ramp, it would be left side.
Yeah. I think it was actually the first episode when they switched over to USA.
You're talking about the Spanish Fly off the top rope.
Yeah. Oh my God!
And here's the funny part about that whole thing: Dijakovic is what 6'5", 6'6",
give or take.
Freaking Keith Lee is
around the
same height, and probably what 350.
No, 320.
Okay, 320 should not be able to do what he did.
Both of them, no. And if you remember back in NXT Portland before all COVID went down, that one spot where Keith Lee is sitting in the commentating chair.
340.
Okay. Regardless,
He's a big boy.
Where Keith Lee is sitting in the commentating chair, and All of a sudden, you see Daniel Colby climb over the freaking top rope, do a freaking springboard, and a flip hop to Lee while he's still sitting in the chair.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I'm like, the fuck is this?
Yes, and Ryan, don't ever do that image again because all I just looked up and I see you doing this.
Oh, come on, John. We know you get excited. We know certain people will get excited over that.
Mm.
Here we go. We're ready, folks.
Yeah. All I'm going to say is if you know, you know. But no, I mean,
can I bring up one more thing about the women's division?
Yeah, go ahead, Kosta.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys found this weird, but did anybody else find it weird that when Bianca was in the ring with Alexa Bliss and I forgot the other person that it was? Like,
Asuka.
Asuka, right?
Asuka.
So yeah, Asuka, yeah. So I thought that was the time that I thought Sasha Banks and Naomi would actually come out. Because it looked weird just having Alexa Bliss and Asuka there. Like
To be honest, Costa, I think they're set up for a bigger moment.
Yeah, I know.
I really think they're set up for like almost like that roar where it's like, holy shit. Also, you hear them. What they're gonna do is I can see it already. They come back. I'm thinking they come back. Actually, you can have them also come back on SmackDown because you look at the SmackDown women's division right now, and they were talking about this last night before the Gauntlet match.
Yeah.
Take out Ronda. Take out Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
Who legitimately would be a definite heel that can help elevate Liv?
Raquel.
But she's not a heel. She's a babyface.
They could turn. Well, then again, after what we saw last night on SmackDown, there may be a possibility they could pull the trigger. They could possibly pull the trigger of turning Liv heel.
Yeah.
Because for those that didn't watch SmackDown last night, when Liv was doing the in-ring interview with Kayla Braxton, the crowd turned against her.
They booed her. Yeah, they booed her.
They booed her big time.
Yeah. No, keep talking. I'm actually going to try to look up the women's roster of SmackDown.
How much potential? Because I'm a fan of this individual, but how much potential do you guys think that Shotzi has?
Slim to none. Slim to none.
Really?
Yeah. Unfortunately, no. But again, if they really want to pull the I think what we saw last night, Ronda at SummerSlam, we saw Ronda beating up the officials, and the story was have Ronda be the heel. But what if they switch it around and make Liv the heel?
Okay.
You guys are forgetting about somebody that hasn't been on the roster for a while now.
Who?
He's been out with an injury.
Who?
I hate to say it. Charlotte Flair.
Ew.
Yeah, that unfortunately.
Ooh.
She's the only one that can make Liv a star.
Nah, I don't want to see that again.
But she's never faced Liv as the champion.
I know.
That is true. That is true.
Okay.
And if you have Liv turned as the heel, going up against Charlotte as a babyface, oh my God, the crowd is going to friggin' erupt.
Okay,
Yeah,
I got the roster for the women's division for SmackDown.
Okay.
You have Aaliyah.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
You have Charlotte Flair.
Woo!
You have Lacey Evans.
Boo.
Obviously, you have your SmackDown Women's Champion right now, Liv Morgan.
Wait, hold on. Lacey Evans is still part of SmackDown?
Yes.
Here's an interesting one.
Apparently.
Jesus Christ.
They have Naomi listed here on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Mm.
So they're gonna come back to SmackDown then.
Natalia, Raquel Rodriguez, Ronda Rousey, Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi, Sonya Deville, and Xia Li.
I think Sasha Deville. the bill has potential. I think she can.
Hey, Andrew,
Hey, Andrew.
welcome
Welcome
to the
in.
channel.
What's up,
And
man?
yes, folks, I'm a schmuck beyond belief
Why?
because we opened the show tonight and christened the new network, and I forgot to tell people you can subscribe to this network.
Our leader is that's an
Costa,
rebel of
Costa,
who our
Costa,
leader is.
Costa.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah.
would have known what I went through today, you would have known why I forgot that part. Yes, folks, that's where you can find us on social media. We're
I told you to tell. I told you to tell me what you've been going through, but you never responded. You know.
Costa.
It's okay.
If
Yeah,
you
I
know
know.
what, I'll explain to you later what's going on.
Okay, I'm just joking.
But if you're watching us on YouTube, and fortunately right now YouTube's the only spot you can be watching us. On the upper right corner, please hit that subscribe button. It costs you guys nothing, and it does wonders for us. Because once we hit the 100 mark, we can then have our own custom URL.
Yep.
Andrew, I will let Chris address that situation.
Yeah.
And moving on from that. But yeah, you can find us on there. We're on Facebook as well. Anywhere you find us, just type in the ATR Network.
Yep.
And that's basically where you can find us. We'll plug our stuff, later on as well and all that stuff. But as far as with, what happened?
Didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything.
We didn't say anything.
Okay. As far as with what's with Kross coming back, is there anything else you guys want to get to with that?
I don't know.
To be honest, I'm just glad that he's back in general, and Scarlett is back with him as well. That's all really.
Not about Kross coming back, but there was also a couple of key things that we forgot to mention that happened on SmackDown last night.
Go ahead.
Actually, right. I was glad you do that because I did not get a chance to watch all of SmackDown.
So last night we have not one but two number one contenders for two titles. The first title was, as we mentioned numerous times, was the women's gauntlet match to crown the number one contender for Liv Morgan, and that was won by Shayna Baszler, who now will face Liv Morgan at Clash of the Castle for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Andrew, are you talking about Kross on that one?
You're talking about Kross.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
I agree on that. So the other, as Carla's gone already, as the other match that has a new number one contender is for the Intercontinental Championship, as Walter, whatever you want to call him, will face Shinsuke Nakamura for the What, John? What do you need?
On this network, we're not referring to him as Gunther or Gunther, whatever. We're calling him Walter.
Walter, got it.
That's what any of these name changes. Walter, Gunther's Walter, and apparently he didn't Shinsuke beat his partner there, Ludwig Beethoven or whatever the hell his name is.
Ludwig von Kaiser.
I like Kaiser rolls; they're good.
Damn, I was gonna say that. Anyway,
you knew that was coming out.
Oh, I did. I was gonna say Ludwig von Kaiser roll. Delicious. Anyway.
Let me ask you this. Ludwig, whatever his name is. When you like Kaiser rolls, do you like them with cream cheese or butter?
Depends on the day.
Wow, how do we?
When did this turn to the Food Network? I don't know what the hell. Anyway, welcome to Diners, Drivers, and Dives, ATR edition.
ATR.
I am not Guy Fieri. That's not Emerald Lagasse. Uh-oh.
No, guys, unfortunately, I got to head out. I will follow you guys. Watch the show on here. Again, this is only the beginning.
Alrighty.
Okay. Thank you, Carl.
Great. Now he's gone. Now we can talk shit. No, I'm just kidding. So,
Fortunately, Mr. Green has left the building.
And we already started with that. So anyway, yeah. So it's Shinsuke Nakamura for the Intercontinental title. Shinsuke Nakamura against Walter for the Intercontinental title. I thought this was a wrestling show. It's okay.
We did too.
It's professional wrestling, MMA, kickboxing, wrestling, and more. And right now we're doing the and more segment.
Wait, hold on. Ryan, repeat that one more time what you just said, because I think you said wrestling twice.
Shut up.
And I was also going to ask you, by the way, I was going to ask you this one more question, then we can move on.
Mm-hmm.
You said the number one contender for the SmackDown Women's Champion is Shayna Baszler, right?
Yeah.
We sure it's not Marina Shafir?
I am 100% positive.
Folks, by the way, before I forget, stay tuned for that video, which we should be getting at some point in the next couple of days. And you can see the infamous one-chip challenge.
Oh, my God.
And you can see how much certain people are assholes.
That was so much fun.
Like I said, folks, I want to thank Jimmy J for that one big time, for eventually putting that whole video together. Like I said, it will be out next couple of days, and we'll probably debut it on this network. Because why the hell not? But let's keep things moving here.
Sure.
Was there anything else that happened on SmackDown?
Not that I know of. Next.
Hold on. You didn't let him finish his point. Walter and Shinsuke Nakamura. It's gonna be an absolutely banger of a match. Absolutely.
And I don't think they've ever faced each other.
I don't think so.
Maybe on the Indies?
I don't think so either. No.
Because for those that are not indie savvy like myself, Walter, and it's pronounced Walter, not Walter. It's Walter. He wrestled in Germany, so it sounds more aggressive. So he wrestled around the UK scene, around Progress, ICW, WXW in Germany, and so on and so forth, and OTT in Ireland. And Shinsuke Nakamura was basically out of New Japan Pro Wrestling, on occasion Ring of Honor, and yeah, they never butt heads, they never cross paths, but thanks to WWE and their smart booking decisions, finally, we get to see this dream match that people have wanted to see for a long time.
And the funny part is, they can actually book it well.
I know. And it won't be sponsored by popcorn.
Moving on. We also found out this week on Impact Wrestling. Yes, folks, we're even going into the Impact Wrestling world right now for a moment. As you notice, folks, I'm kind of going backwards in my days here. So I figure, we talked about, I digress. We forgot Rampage, like most wrestling fans have. We saw an in-ring debut of former Knockout champion Madison Rayne, who, as it was announced, she is now the coach for the women's division. As she took on, who did she take on? Layla Gray, I think.
I think so, and I think she's I think she put out a challenge for Jade Cargill for the for the TBS title.
Yes, I saw her match, bits and pieces of it. Obviously, we know what work she does, and honestly, having Madison Rayne in that women's division is going to help that women's division tremendously.
100% agree on that one.
It's going to help because now they're going to finally have and it's going to sound weird what I'm about to say, they're essentially going to have their Chris Jericho. Because if you notice on the men's side, who's 9 times out of 10 the vocal point if you don't look at the champion? Jericho, good answer, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you for listening.
I'm sorry. I was reading an article. I didn't even know it was a question. So my apologies on that one.
Yeah. Sorry, John. I didn't even know that was a question. Sorry, man. My bad.
Yes, guys. I call it a rhetorical question.
Oh,
sorry.
But I was just me being sarcastic.
Yeah.
And Madison Rayne is somebody who I think could elevate people like a Jade Cargill, like an Athena.
Actually, speaking of AEW, currently right now it's Battle of the Belts.
Yes.
On TNT.
Oh yes.
And the first match literally just ended. If you don't mind me doing the play-by-play right now, because I actually have it on right now just for the hell of it.
Go ahead.
It was Jay Lethal versus Wardlow for the TNT title. Wardlow just won. But then here comes Sanjay Dutt and Kali 2.0. I mean, Satnam Singh. Pretty much attacking Wardlow. But what is this? Oh my goodness. Wardlow lifted up Singh's shoe. And now it's a 3-on-1 assault. Either they're just holding him down. Oh. And look at this. Jay Lethal's doing the figure 4 lock on Wardlow. Woo! 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 After even though he lost to Ric Flair this past Sunday even though he lost this past Sunday on Ric Flair's last match. And I think that's how this is going to end too with this segment at least. Sorry,
Yep.
I'm really doing this on the fly right now because I'm actually watching it right now as we speak.
Yeah. No,
Unless
exactly.
somehow something big happens right now, I don't think. Oh wait, hold on. Wardlow pushes Jay Lethal. Now Wardlow's hitting Dutt and Lethal, and then here comes Singh with a massive chokeslam attempt. Wardlow breaks the hold, kicks Singh in the Sings. My goodness gracious! I guess Wardlow was a former football player. What is he gonna do here with him? What? Nope, he's not going to do it. He's too heavy. Nope, never mind. Apparently, Sorry, folks.
Back to the wrestling talk. Ryan, I don't mind the commentary, but, I would like to get to some other wrestling topics.
Fine. I mean, there's a table involved right now, so anyway.
But as far as Madison Rayne, I think she'd definitely be somebody who can help elevate that division big time.
Absolutely. She was. I thought she was great in Impact for many, many years as a multi-time Knockouts champion, and she has the knowledge and the experience. Now imagine, I'm already thinking like the matchups already. Can you imagine her against Serena Deeb? Oh my God!
Her against another wrestler who we just met last week, Marina Shafir.
Yeah.
Not named Shayna Baszler.
Or how about Madison Rayne versus Thunder Rosa eventually.
And Thunder Rosa won't sandbag her.
But yes, Madison Rayne is a very good addition to the women's roster. I feel like this is one of the women that they finally needed to elevate the women's roster because it's stacked, but they're not showcased properly.
They don't have, like I said before, they don't have that Chris Jericho, that veteran who they can turn to help elevate the other people. I want to get quickly over to Impact Wrestling because then I want to focus a lot of attention to AEW. They announced this past week on Impact Wrestling where Bound for Glory is going to be. And actually, I bring this up for another reason, Mr. Ryan.
Why?
Because a couple people who are actually going to be at the same venue in about 2 weeks.
I swear to God, if it's not to Columbus and Richfield Park, I'm going to be pissed.
No. It's going to be up in Albany.
Where in Albany?
I'm assuming the same arena where we're going to be for the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame induction.
Oh, no. I think I know where they're. I have a feeling. I think I know where they're going to be.
Oh, the Times Union?
No. That arena's too big. How about the Washington Avenue Armory, where NXT used to do house shows up in Albany?
Yeah, I can see that.
That makes more sense.
But that was announced as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's surprising because I thought they were going. I thought they were going to Vegas or their favorite place in the whole world, Nashville, Tennessee.
No, it's not. No. I hear they also like that state down south called Texas.
Or Florida.
Yeah. You know what would be nice for them to do a show? Wisconsin. I hear the cheese there is good.
What? Okay.
Let's behave.
You started it.
Yeah, but I'm the child in the room.
And he finally admits it on air.
But Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, he's not here at the moment. Leave a message after the beep. Beep.
No, I dropped my Piazza bobblehead.
Oh, there you go. Karma's a bitch. But yeah, Albany, New York. That's a very. Well, then again, normally they would think of going up to Canada, but I don't think they're allowed to go up to Canada.
No,
Yet.
what should we have to blame Canada for that? Sorry, Costa. But I'm curious to see with them because they've been doing a lot of stuff recently with that team Honor No More.
Yeah.
And I think Emergence is coming up next week, I think it is.
The 12th, yep, next Friday.
And I know they have that massive 10-man tag match between Honor No More and Bullet Club.
Bullet Club. Yep, I actually have the graphic up right in front of me.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think the stipulation is if Honor No More wins, they'll get a tag team title shot against the tag champions, which I think are Anderson and Gallows.
Okay, actually I have it right here. If Honor No More wins, they get their World Tag Team title shots. But if they lose, they must disband.
Honestly, them disbanding may not be a bad thing. And I say that because you look at the guys in that group, you got guys like, I think it's Vincent. Oh, fuck. How does it go again? It's Vincent, Eddie Edwards, the Canellises, Kenny King,
PCO.
and PCO.
Yeah.
All those guys can be on their own.
Absolutely, they can.
Oh, we're also forgetting about Taven. And how can we forget about Matt Taven?
And actually, I want to get back to what you said about Impact's Bound for Glory being in Albany. Because they had you didn't mention the date that it's going to be happening.
Which is?
Friday, October 7th.
That seems kind of odd.
I think I know why.
Okay.
WWE is going back to Saudi Arabia on October 8th.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
So this is very odd because usually they do pay-per-views on either a Sunday or a Saturday, not on a Friday. And they're running the same time as SmackDown, which I don't think anybody watches anymore. But anyway.
But you look at that, and obviously the next couple months we'll learn more about the card for Bound for Glory because Bound for Glory is usually one of those pay-per-views where you usually get like your matches of the year.
Oh, agreed. And actually, if you don't mind me, because we're just talking about Emergence.
Yeah.
They already have a few matches already scheduled for Emergence.
If I remember correctly, obviously you mentioned before, I don't know more versus Ring of Honor versus Bullet Club.
Hold on, I'm pulling up the whole card right now. Excuse me, folks, ladies and gentlemen.
Taya Valkyrie and Rosemary go up against Green and Peraza for the Impact Women Tag Team titles.
I'm pulling up the card. Give me 1 second. Where are you?
I think they're gonna probably do something with Callahan, Macklin, and what's his face, Moose, because they've been feuding the last couple of weeks. And
okay. So here, you have for the Knockouts World Championship, Jordan Grace defending against Mia Yim.
Okay, Grace will probably win that one.
Probably. What else did I see on here? a AAA attraction match.
Okay.
As Rey Horus takes on Bandito, former Ring of Honor World Champion.
Okay. That could be a good match.
Oh, absolutely. And for the Impact World Championship, the current champion himself, the walking weapon, Josh Alexander, takes on Alex Shelley.
And actually, Josh Alexander will be at WrestleBash in 2 weeks.
Is he really?
And I know another guy. He's a ring announcer. It's just slipping my tongue now who that may be. Who else is going to be there?
I don't know, some schmuck.
Being brought in by that podcast that nobody listens to. Folks, I apologize about this. This is very unprofessional of me right now. I forgot the name of the person who's coming in, who's a ring announcer, who's being brought in by a podcast.
Well, I mean, you gotta narrow it down. There's
Ryan, you don't happen to know who this ring announcer is, do you?
I'm trying to find the information right now. Give me 1 second. I think I may know who it might be. I'm thinking. And again, folks, this is all on the fly, folks. Oh yes,
Yes.
it's me. I will be at WrestleBash on August 20th in Parsippany, brought to you by that podcast that nobody listens to.
That doesn't know what they're doing.
And has a fascination for Swiss cheese. Now, so anyway, we're off to a great start tonight. So, yes. Hey, listen, nothing wrong with Swiss cheese. It's delicious, okay? It's very good. It's very Gouda.
It's what you do with the cheese that makes it interesting. Moving on.
Yes.
I thought Green and Perazo had a tag match that night.
I didn't see anything, but they're probably building something up.
Hold on. Ryan, keep talking, because I want to see.
What do you want me to talk about?
Impact. How impactful it is.
Impact. They've been on a roll as of late. They have been. People are still giving them, the one thing that Impact always they're still getting, shit saying, oh, it's still horrible, it's gonna die, it's gonna go away soon. I don't think it is, because they've been at it for 20 years already. That's a pretty good track record, in my opinion.
Yes. Okay, here we go. I actually got the whole card up.
Oh, you got the whole card. Oh, excuse-moi. Go ahead.
Okay, yes. Apparently they don't have the tag team titles? Or they may have not announced it yet?
Just remember.
No, they did. They did.
Oh, they did? Ah, okay.
Okay. According to the real match card, obviously, match for Alexander takes on Shelley for the Impact World Championship. Jordan Grace takes on Mia Yim for the Knockout Women's title. Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie take on the team of VXT. You may know them also as Chelsea Green and Deonna Purrazzo.
I was going to say, where are you going with this?
VXT.
Thank you.
Do I have to spell it out for you?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Never mind. I'll talk to you about that off air.
Yeah, seriously.
Bandito takes on Rey Horus. That's how you pronounce his last name. Horus.
Rey Horus against Bandito.
Yeah, I hear hummus is good with food.
Just keep going, John.
As mentioned for Bullet Club, which will consist of Ace Austin, Chris Bay, Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson, and Hikuleo. Yes. Takes on the team of Honor No More of Eddie Edwards, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, PCO, and Vincent. The stipulation is if Honor No More wins, they will receive a title shot for the Impact World Tag Team titles. If Bullet Club wins, Honor No More is done-see. They're done.
Yep.
Sami Callihan takes on Steve Macklin in a singles match.
Okay.
Chris Sabin and Kushida
Oh.
take on Violent by Design, which will be the team of Diener and Joe Doran for, I guess, just regular tag team title match. Tag team match.
Yeah.
That's going to be weird, by the way, seeing Sabin with somebody else not named Alex Shelley.
I know. I guess it's a the time splitters if you order them off a Wish.
Hey, ooh, this one's gonna be a good one.
I think you just had a fat cramp, folks.
For the Impact X Division title,
Yes.
we will see Mike Bailey, if he can get past his next opponent, being Mr. Rocky Romero,
Oh.
up against another guy. You may have heard of him, you may have not. I don't really give a shit. Jack Evans.
Yes. I guess he's medically cleared after what happened with him at GCW.
Yeah. So that's going to be an interesting con. Like I said, folks, we'll have more about that next week in our, we'll explain that later on.
Yeah.
We'll explain all that Michigan stuff later.
The Chaim.
Let's get now over to Wednesday. Oh.
You know what that means.
Yes, actually, can we get into that part first? Did you notice how this week they did not do that?
Yeah, I was kind of thrown off by it a little bit.
Okay, hold on. Folks, we have a special guest coming in. He has been waiting patiently in the background and all that fun stuff. And, let's get to some comments here first as we bring in our buddy, our pal, Mr. Kosta.
Our Canadian Kosta.
I'm back, guys. What's up?
All right, let's get to some comments here because, oh my God, we have a lot of comments.
Dude,
Coming in from Andrew, he says, "Watch yourself."
We're watching our screens.
I don't know where we know that. Our producer, who had to run off because for something, Mr. Carl Roberts said, "John doesn't listen, like Carl doesn't have hair."
Yeah, exactly. It goes hand in hand because you guys both don't have hair, anyways.
Right.
Andrew says, "Right, LOL." Carl writes, "Bob thinks he smelled something burning."
Yeah.
Andrew then said, "Holy."
Go ahead.
Andrew then says, "How do we get down to two hosts?" Kosta had to take care of some stuff.
Because I had to go for a bit. Yeah.
All good.
I'm back.
Yes. Even though he's not producing us from his home studio, he still wants us to get into this. And yes, folks, we will get into that.
The banned words removed. Yeah,
Carl, you may not be here, but we can do this. Trust me.
Yes. But with John, it takes until 12 a.m. to do it. But let's see.
Andrew then chimes in and says, "I think they're doing the show on the fly of nothing in order."
We are.
Andrew, I'm sorry to break this news to you, buddy, but this show has never been in order from day one.
Yeah.
Since when?
Exactly.
We have another comment coming from Carl going, "The fake Bandito."
Yeah, because I know which Bandito he's talking about.
And Andrew chimes in here and says, "I was telling him to watch himself now when he made the Wisconsin comment."
Andrew, we're not talking about you. Don't worry. It's not about you.
No,
we're not talking about that. No, we're actually talking about the Green Bay. We're actually talking about cheese because cheese is from Wisconsin. That's what it is. Come on.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, folks, like I said, obviously, as you see, Andrew and our esteemed producer have been doing. You can definitely chime in on the YouTube. Again, go to our YouTube page
Yep.
I'm not giving the URL out because there really is no URL at this current moment. Go to our YouTube page. While you're there, hit the subscribe button. It costs you nothing, and it does wonders for us, especially in these early days of us restarting and starting our new network.
We need that URL. We need that URL.
Yes, folks, we need that 100 because once you get to that 100, it's game over.
Yep.
It's game over. But you can also find us on other social media platforms as it's being scrolled right now, right under Kosta's mouth. Kosta, I was going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
That batter scrolling under your mouth, how does it taste?
Oh, it tastes good. It tastes good.
Does it taste like bacon?
Yeah. Something you know a lot about because look at you. So.
Wow.
Wow. Costa, I was gonna say it tastes like Tim Hortons.
I hate Tim Hortons. I hate Tim Hortons. For real.
Wow, a Canadian who hates Tim Hortons. That's a shock.
Oof. That's like a Jewish person who hates Ben's Deli.
I know you eat it every day, so you can't hate it. So it's okay.
I've actually never had Tim Hortons.
No, I mean Ben's. Whatever deli you're talking about. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it because I know there's two people. There's two people here. One of them who's watching us right now on YouTube. Hi, Mr. Producer. Who, if I made the comment I was gonna say, we're never gonna let me live it down.
Say it. Say it, you matzo ball.
No, I can't. I fucking can't.
Come on, matzo ball mensch.
No. Okay, I'll just say right now, Carl, Ryan, do not use this against me.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
What's Ben's Deli known for? Let's just say this much. No, I can't.
Come on, dude.
Just say it. Honestly, just say it.
I like having meat. Stop dying. Now you know why I said I wasn't going to say that.
Oh man, this guy's hilarious, bro.
Now you know why I'm expecting a certain comment to be written any second now.
Wow, Andrew commented saying, "Wow, laughing my ass off." Good. That's what we try to do here on the new network. We try to make everyone feel good, have fun.
Exactly.
Poke fun at me.
Well, that too. But that hasn't changed.
I may be the guy who started this network, who may have his name associated to it, but the one thing I will always be is I will always be the ATR's pinata.
Yep.
It won't be candy coming out of there if you open it up.
It'll be a bunch of pastrami coming out.
So WWE banned some words that apparently now they unbanned.
Yeah.
Let's get to this quickly before we get into our AEW talk.
All right.
And one of the terms which I post about on our Facebook page, again, it's right down there, folks. If you want to go check it out, we definitely recommend you check it out because I put up a lot of information on it. So I would greatly appreciate it if you can. Hold on. Let's get to some more comments here. Wow. Okay. Carl, what I meant was the name ATR comes from the show called Around. Jesus Christ. Folks, this is now turned into the History Channel as you're going to listen on this network. The name ATR, in the long sense of it, is Around the Ropes. And who created the Around the Ropes name? Huh?
Well, some people have different opinions about the logo, but we'll figure that out later. Anyway. I'm just joking.
I know.
Yes, it was the four of us, Carl. You're correct.
Oh, Andrew.
He has
Brian's
the
too
lead.
busy looking at his phone right now. He can't even see what I'm laughing at.
I no
But
Andrew,
yeah.
no Andrew. This segment is not sponsored by Arby's.
Did you say Arby's? What the hell is Arby's?
Arby's.
Arby's, the hamburger.
Okay. Carl, again, for the 999th time, I am sorry for what I said. Okay? We all started this network. I started the show. Let's move on. Okay? Believe me, there's been a lot of shit going on behind the scenes, folks, and yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
But
About the ban words. So
yes, ban words.
I'm happy. I'm very, very happy that Triple H.
Hi, Morgan.
John, that's his favorite crush right there.
Oh yes, it is. Anyway,
I have nope. Moving on. Ban words. Right. What's your thoughts on the ban words being unbanned?
I don't know why they were banned to begin with.
Exactly.
Because you couldn't say the word wrestler or what was it, wrestling? You couldn't say
Wrestler and wrestling. Yeah.
Because you had to say, it was sports entertainment.
Well, yeah, because the company was run by a person who apparently had hush money in the bank.
Yeah. I'm just happy that those words are back, because now we actually know that everything's being run obviously by an individual who used to be a wrestler, which is Triple H, obviously. So we know that that's the proper wrestling term, and he's trying to bring it back. So
yeah, I personally,
I hated Superstar when they said that shit.
Yeah, when they said, oh, this is a superstar, this is sports entertainment. No, they're pro wrestlers, and this is wrestling. If you want to go to sports entertainment, go to General Hospital or Days of Our Lives.
Yeah, go to Hollywood, do movies, man. So,
Mom, if you see this, I'm not saying anything bad about General Hospital. Please don't kill me.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, this network almost turned into Young and the Restless, but that's comments for another day.
God.
Anything is possible.
Andrew.
Anything is possible. We'll see.
Wait a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
We have some breaking news here.
What?
What is it?
What happened?
Let me ask you this.
What?
Ryan, you're watching Battle of the Belts right now, right?
Not really. I kind of turned it off after a commercial break.
What happened?
Apparently, Thunder Rosa had a match with Jamie Hayter.
Yeah.
And apparently, Jamie Hayter got injured.
Oh, really?
Oh,
apparently, she got a broken nose.
Uh-oh.
According to what I'm reading here, according to Sean Rossap of Fightful.com, Fightful Select, sorry, I have to say it the proper vernacular. He said, not everyone emerged from AEW Battle of the Belts unscathed. Fightful Select has learned that AEW Women's Title Challenger Jamie Hayter sustained a broken nose during her match with Thunder Rosa. We haven't been told yet if she'll miss any time. Icons of Wrestling also announced that she'd be pulled from this weekend's planned appearance as a result. Oh, okay. I realized now after I said that, didn't they record Battle of the Belts after Rampage?
Yeah.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get back into wrestling, I do want to found this one picture tonight. I was scrolling through Twitter. Tell me this isn't a phenomenal tag team.
Yes. Bosshausen.
But guys, let's get over now to AEW Dynamite. Because good God Almighty, they have a lot of moments Wednesday night. And Andrew chimes in here and says Cesaro is putting what does he say? Putting up the ring up of Honor Championship.
Cesaro's putting the Ring of Honor title on the line right now against Konosuke Takeshita.
Ryan, you're very good at announcing these names. It's like you do this for a living.
Yeah, somewhat. And also, by the way, just announced for Wrestle Bash, for those that's going to be in the area, this literally just happened like 5 minutes ago. Appearing that day and signing autographs is, obviously, I think it's going to be one of John's favorites at the end of the day. Just saying, because he's probably going to ask this wrestler for some collateral. How about the leader of the Ho Train, the Godfather?
Oh. Oh. Okay.
As you can see it right there, folks, the Godfather is appearing at Wrestle Bash on August 20th in Parsippany, New Jersey. Now, so basically, we know where John's going to be hanging out at. He's going to be leaving the ATR table and me by myself alongside with Carl, while he goes up to the Godfather and tries to get on the Ho Train.
I will, but
trust me. Godfather's gonna certify that John is too heavy for the whole train and kick him off.
Jesus Christ, Costa!
Wow.
Oh shit!
Thank you, Costa.
Hello, Carl. Welcome back. Oh no. Oh crap.
What did you do, Carl?
Oh no. As I've been watching the show, and Legs does say hello, and John, you still have no right to call him Legs yet.
What?
You haven't had moonshine with him yet.
Okay, when you said that, why do you think I said Bob?
Oh, I know, and he cracked up about that.
Yeah. So where are we up to now?
AEW.
Oh yeah, Dynamite. Did anybody find it very odd when they opened up Dynamite on Wednesday night? How they didn't use the typical "it's Wednesday night," you know what that means?
Yeah.
I'm curious to see if this is their way of putting that behind them, or was that a slip of the tongue?
That probably was.
I can't say what Andrew. I can't post what Andrew just said.
Oh no.
Oh God, no.
Moving on right now.
Andrew, you can probably find that at Walmart.
Nope. I'm not saying it.
But yeah, it was odd for me that they didn't say anything about it. But there was some pretty decent action that happened on Dynamite.
Well, the one I want to look at is Christian took on Matt Hardy. Christian Cage.
Get it right.
Took on. Did you see the sign that somebody had right behind them that said, "I played this exact match on No Mercy 2002"?
Yep.
I was gonna say they should have had one of the Dudleys there. You could have easily redone the triangle feud from the 90s.
But also, I have to throw it out there. That main event was freaking amazing.
That was
Jericho and Wheeler.
Oh yeah, they had a banger of a match.
Meltzer actually gave that 4 out of 5 stars.
And it looks like the Lion Tamer is back. Like the way he was holding that Walls or what I'm gonna call it Walls of Jericho, but anyway. So the way he was holding that Walls of Jericho was reminded me of like back in the day.
Yep.
My God.
Well, you also know we're going to have. So now this means we're going to get Moxley and Jericho at Quake by the Lake
on Wednesday.
Yeah, on Wednesday.
The one thing I do want to go into though, Ethan Page was out, cut a promo, a very Ethan Page-esque style promo.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my boy Ethan Page.
And who comes out? But Stokely Hathaway, Stokely. And hands him a business card and walks away. Could this be the seeds planted of Ethan Page leaving American Top Team and joining Stokely's team?
Oh yeah, because Scorpio Sky, he hasn't been seen in a long time. I think he's either out on injury or he's done.
Well, I think
he's injured.
Yeah, I think he has a great injury.
But I like this because who's also part of that faction with that group with Stokely? Lee Moriarty.
Yes. And maybe you can elevate Lee to be that top star.
And have Ethan Page, someone who's had a hell of a career already. Shout out to Julian, by the way, just saying. Someone, to help elevate, be that guiding, I would say someone that guiding light towards Lee Moriarty as well.
Mm-hmm. To me, it'll be interesting to see, because it'll be interesting to see how they end the whole, whatchamacallit, top, what's her name again? Paige and Sky?
Men of the Year.
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to stop Men of the Year.
Probably the same way they ended Team Taz. Abruptly said, "Guess what? We're done."
Or just turn the calendar over to next year.
Probably.
Yeah, so that was a really bad joke on my end.
It was. Let's not forget about the dumpster match that happened.
Yeah.
That was entertaining.
Could it be as entertaining as Max Caster's rap coming in?
Oh my God.
When he turned around and he said, what was it? We're going to retire the Ass Boys.
Just like Vince McMahon.
You know what? I'm starting to become a fan of Max Caster. For real. He's good, man.
I've known Max since he first started, and I've always, I'm happy to see where he is, expanding in his career. I'm very happy for him.
Yeah, he's great. He's great. It's great to see.
Carl, what about you? What about your thoughts on the dumpster match?
I didn't actually get a chance to watch Dynamite this past week.
Okay, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fortunately, so I really can't speculate on anything. I was a bad boy on Wednesday. I was doing something else.
It's all right. No worries.
Well,
something John doesn't get.
Well, actually, speaking of Quake by the Lake, I'm ignoring that. Quake by the Lake, they already announced 4 matches that's going to be taking place on Wednesday.
Go ahead, yeah, go ahead.
We have the interim world title match between Moxley and Jericho.
Yeah.
Yep.
We also have the TBS title as Jade Cargill takes on Madison Rayne.
Okay.
Yep. We also have a massive Texas Tornado tag match between the Lucha Brothers and La Facción Ingobernable, which is Andrade and Rush.
Oh, that's gonna be a crazy match.
And those four have faced each other numerous times all over CMLL and AAA.
Yeah.
And the one match that we're completely forgetting about, that's gonna be a freaking amazing in my opinion. Also, how about Brody King and Darby Allin in a coffin match?
Oh, I completely forgot about that match.
So did I.
So basically, they're trying to do another pay-per-view type of show.
Well,
No, I don't.
Well, yeah. There's no really, because there's really no buffer between Forbidden Door and All Out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like WWE where they have a pay-per-view every freaking month.
I just want to know who came up with the name Quake by the Lake.
That's actually pretty smart. I don't know if you guys agree, but to me it's smart.
It's clever.
Anyway, that promo that Brody did a couple weeks ago was a friggin' amazing, and he even has his Darby's tombstone tattooed on him. So it's great. That's gonna be a great match to look forward to.
Oh yeah, no, I've been loving the build-up between Brody and Darby, especially when Brody shows up at these public signings and conventions, and he's just beating the shit out of Darby.
Yeah, but I'm very curious to see if they're gonna have Moxley drop the belt.
Hopefully soon. When around the time that maybe CM Punk comes back, I don't know when that.
Yeah, but Kyle said Punk may not be coming back.
Oh, really?
Because apparently the injury is worse than he expected.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize that. Sorry guys, I didn't even know that. Oh shit.
Yeah.
My bad. Okay,
which is making me think that this is why they're doing that match on Wednesday between Moxley and Jericho, because they don't know when Punk's coming back.
Yeah.
And who knows? And who knows if they're going to have a? Well, I mean, obviously they're going to have a world title match, probably at All Out.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'll still say this much, and I said this before. With All Out, the way it's looking, the match I would have close it out is not the title match.
What match?
There's one match, if they do this right, that it can be perfect to close out All Out.
How about Christian Cage and Jungle Boy?
Bingo. You want to talk about the most emotional
investment.
Investment, thank you.
Absolutely.
Kosta, tell me right now, if let's say hypothetically speaking, let's say it is Moxley and Punk.
Yeah.
As a fan, you'd be invested.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd be emotionally invested.
Not really, because actually you're right. Not really, because I've seen Moxley wrestle so many times that it's gotten redundant to me. So you're right.
And I'll go through any other big name matches. The TBS set. Let's say they do Jade versus.
Actually, sorry,
what?
I just thought of another theory about the whole Christian Cage and Jungle Boy theory. Have them, close that All Out, and I have a feeling that Jungle Boy wins. Get that, that big feeling moment. Christian is gonna be going on a little tyrant, a little bit of a baby-esque attitude, like when that was not fair. I want another match with you.
Yeah.
What's after All Out?
Full Gear.
There's one event that you're missing before Full Gear.
Really?
Please call me in because I'm lost.
How about Grand Slam?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
New York, hello.
And if they really want to pull it off, from what we've been talking on the other, on this show, if they really want to pull the trigger in this massive, blow off for this thing, obviously not let it be at All Out, but what if they do a first time ever matchup on AEW at Grand Slam Dynamite, one of the biggest shows in the year in front of 20,000 fans?
Yep.
How about a Hell in a Cell style match?
Hell yeah. I'm down for that. That should happen for real.
Can you imagine the energy in that stadium during that match, especially with again Jungle Boy being the ultimate babyface, beating the living shit out of Christian Cage in a New York crowd. New York.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Do it if you're going to do it. Hell in a Cell, the old style Hell in a Cell, where the roof is the cage also.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the only way. That's the only way there is. Not the one that's sponsored by McDonald's now on TV, but.
You mean sponsored by Lowe's?
Hey!
That was almost a meow moment.
Uh-huh.
But
It was a meow, and it went,
Lowe's,
oh, wait a second. Come back a little bit. Oh, yes.
and then,
Lowe's is a great company to work for.
okay, now I'm really thinking this now because we were saying that, you have a feeling that Moxley may drop the title to Jericho. Okay.
Yeah.
How about this? Jungle Boy, does this shit with Christian Cage. They do this massive Hell in a Cell thing, and then if they really want to pull the trigger, maybe, just maybe, have Jungle Boy and Jericho at Full Gear, because the last time those two faced each other, Jericho did not beat Jungle Boy.
No.
So maybe instead of, I don't know, putting the world title on, obviously a big name to draw an attraction, how about putting it on a fresh face that nobody would expect?
Put it on Jungle Boy.
Put it on Jungle Boy at Full Gear. What a way to end 2022.
Yeah. Carl, you want to go through some of the comments we have? Because I just saw we have quite a bit from Mr. Basinger.
Basically, I'll give you this one. I believe this is about the rap.
Yeah.
It was a good one-liner in the freestyle on, though. And then also, too, he comes back with that match could steal the show, the coffin match.
Agreed.
Yeah, I could see that.
Agreed.
But I think it'd be nice to have somebody like Jungle Boy holding that title, because he'd be the first pillar to hold that title since the company started.
What they need to do is start bringing some of the talent that's on Evolution and Dark up to the main roster.
Mm-hmm. I don't blame you on that one. But
there's one person that Ryan and I know very, very well that deserves to be back up on the main roster like they were.
Sonny Kiss.
Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
Want to get to one other big thing that happened, and that is the heel turn, or sort of heel turn, I guess, of the Young Bucks and Adam Cole turning on Cole and Red Dragon turned on the Bucks, because in case folks you did not know, as you saw, not this past Dynamite, but the Dynamite beforehand, we did see the new trios titles, and we did see the new trios titles, and apparently now Carl left. And Ryan, I think right now 2 teams that you have to look at for this trios tournament that we're doing, where the finals happen at All Out, are the teams of Adam Cole and Red Dragon versus Hangman and the Bucks. I really do.
But it's not. I would say it's probably not confirmed that Hangman Adam Page is, the third member of the trios. Just saying, because again, there is another name that supposedly might be coming back.
Does he do something like this?
Yeah, because he's been, from what I remember, he's been trying to push the trios title for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that the fact that this individual is injured and they have the start of this tournament, why not have him come back and reunite with the Bucks? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the cleaner Kenny Omega. But again, the main thing is we have to worry about is he actually medically cleared?
That's half the problem.
Yeah, I know.
That's half the problem.
He hasn't been seen on TV in
over a year.
No, not it was not a year. It has to be at least 9 months, I believe. I think since Full Gear. But still, regardless, he hasn't been on TV since then.
Well, you're also forgetting I'm trying to think of the last match he did.
It was against Hangman Adam Page for the AEW title.
We got a comment coming in from Andrew. He goes, "Yeah, because a W's roster is not as strong as it used to be."
He means AEW's.
Yeah, Andrew, I kind of figured that's where you were going with that one, but
I kind of agree because I kind of agree on that.
Right? You ever get those nights where it's like you have something you got to do, but you're so like you can't keep your head up?
Yep.
Because folks,
that's me 6 out of the 7 days of the week.
Yeah. Also now it's like I'm energetic, I'm lively, I'm moving, I'm going, I'm schmoozing, I'm doing this. Apparently moving my hands too as well. Because why the hell not?
Yeah, going all in. Woo!
I just can't keep my head up all of a sudden.
Just get like a rope, tie it on the top of the head, and just pull the string the whole like a marionette style.
I was gonna say, why don't we go to a quick break? But we don't have any right now.
Oh, we're live, pal. We're live.
Yeah, but here's the funny part also, folks. We don't have commercials yet. We will soon, but not yet. But
in non-wrestling news right now, since this network is more than just wrestling, and we also cover professional sports as well. And currently, right now, this team, the Mets, are facing off against the Braves in a Game 2 of a doubleheader today. God bless them. God bless the Mets for playing. God bless both teams for playing 5 games in this freaking heat.
Yes.
They won Game 1 earlier today, and right now, currently, they are leading 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th, with runners on 2nd and 3rd. And who the heck is up the bat right now? They usually say it on the screen. And Max Fried is still pitching for the Braves. Phenomenal pitcher, by the way. I will give him credit on that. But us Mets, we had Scherzer on the mound tonight. Just saying.
Yes.
And also right now we won Thursday night too. So technically we are leading the series, and we need this series win because the Braves are right behind us in the NL East. I think they're 3.5 games or even like 4 games behind us in second place. So we really need to like focus on this thing. When the hell did I turn to Rich Mancuso? Love you, Rich.
No. If you're gonna talk like Rich, you have to talk louder.
Anyway, Andrew commented saying, "Let's not forget Daniel Bryan is coming back. He already came back already, and he got his ass kicked by Daniel Garcia."
And by the way, folks, it's not Daniel Bryan; it's Bryan Danielson. I want us to get that right, people. Come on.
It's true.
He's not Daniel Bryan, where Daniel Bryan is gone. He joined El Generico.
Who? Where?
Kevin Steen.
Where? Who? But getting back to the trios tournament, I feel like there's definitely one team that I feel like it could be a heavy favorite also, if done correctly, and also if the stars align. Apparently, How about Death Triangle with the Lucha Brothers and Pac?
One better. House of Black.
Yes.
House of Black, because then at that rate, you can push Malachi Black to the stars. You can push, what's his face? Brody King to the stars. You have Buddy
Buddy
Matthews
Matthews.
here.
Yep.
And also they have, their manager is Julian, what was it?
Julia Hart.
Or Julia Breaks My Heart. No.
No.
I tried, folks. I tried. But
You tried and you failed. Yeah, so again, folks, definitely put in the comments, how do you feel about the whole trios title tournament?
I'll have that one. Who do you see being that trios title tournament? I'll throw it to you now. Who do you want to be in that tournament?
House of Black. Give them something. Give them something.
Ryan, I hate to break news to you. It's an 18 tournament.
I know.
House of Black.
Oh, you want me to make multiple teams?
Yes.
Okay.
Good Lord Almighty.
Shut up. I mean, if they really want to, how about the Gun Club? Even though they lost already, or hell, maybe the Acclaimed finds a third member.
Yeah. Sorry, I zoned out there for a second. You can still hear me, right?
Yeah, I guess I hear.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that. I literally just zoned out for a second.
That's all right. Saturday night. What do you expect?
Maybe it's because of all the shit that we've been through.
Oh, please. But yeah, like how about there's plenty. I mean, hell, I'm gonna do a random wild card team just to throw it in there. How about Fuego del Sol and Bear Country?
Yeah.
Do like a random wild card team.
I'm trying to think here. What other team could we see? How about Butcher, Blade, and Angelico?
Angelico really hasn't been used as much.
Something new, something for them to use.
I didn't even know who's still employed. I'm being straightforward.
No,
unless if they really want to, try to be nicey nice. How about a face private party and Matt Hardy
versus?
No, just them
Oh
possibly.
yeah.
Hello. Because they have been teasing that a lot on BTE of Matt trying to right the wrong with everything. Granted, private party's been constantly kicking his ass, but eventually down the road, you never know.
Yeah. You were not wrong on that, my friend. You were not wrong at all. But guys, we hope you leave your comments below. I'm trying to think if we really don't have anything to play because I really need to take a breather for a second.
Well, you take a breather. I'll tell you what's going on in the Met game right now. How does that sound?
Yes, folks. So what I'll do is this.
You get a full screen, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I am.
God damn it. All right. So, right now, in the Met game, there was a play at the plate where Pete Alonso slid into home plate and Travis Darno caught the ball at the same time. It was a routine ground ball. And supposedly, the umpire is saying out. Yeah, the umpire is out. And the Mets challenged it. And now the result of it was that the call was overturned because Alonso's foot literally just made it to the tip of home plate by that much. So now the Mets are leading 4-0 in the bottom of the sixth right now. So I think right now, I don't know if it's, if they win tonight or if they win one more game. I think they've reached 70 wins. I am not entirely sure. Bear with me, folks. Again, this new thing about the ATR Network, we cover all things sports related, whether it's professional, professional baseball, football, hockey, or even professional wrestling, MMA, kickboxing. We do it all. We're not subjected to just one little tiny thing. We're expanding, man. We're expanding. Okay, so right now the Mets are 68 and 39. If they win tonight and they win one more game, then they'll be at 70 wins. Andrew said on here, House of Black needs to be the world champion. Andrew, I don't know if you were talking about the Trios Tag Team Champions or you're talking about just Malachi Black as the world champion. I don't know what you're referring to on that one. Yeah, it's just been an interesting week in, in wrestling. And John, you can come back on the screen now if you're fully, if you have 100% full energy left.
I'll be back in a second.
Oh God, here we go. Sorry, folks. I'm just checking something right now. Okay, but you know what? I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna actually give out the scores of all the MLB games that either currently played today. Either played earlier. I'm gonna do a full baseball update right now, just to kill a little time. So earlier in the day, we had the White Sox beating the Rangers 2-1. Oh, that was yesterday. This is yesterday? What the hell? Sorry, I'm going by Google. Man, there we go. The Mets won Game 1 today, 8-5. The Cubs shut out the Marlins 4-0. The Mariners defeated the Angels 2-1. The Orioles defeated the Pirates 6-3. Currently, right now, the Phillies are clobbering the Nationals 11-4 in the bottom of the sixth. The Detroit Tigers are clobbering the Tampa Bay Rays 7-1 in the bottom of the eighth. Also earlier today, the Guardians defeated the Astros 4-1. Right now, the Rangers are leading 4-0 in the bottom of the sixth against the White Sox. Right now, in the top of the sixth, the Giants are leading 5-1 against the Oakland Athletics. As you heard right now, actually, the bottom of the sixth just ended, so now it's 4-0 Mets going into the seventh. The Blue Jays and Twins are tied at 2 in the bottom of the fifth. The Red Sox and Royals are tied at 4 in the top of the seventh. As long as the Red Sox don't give up another inside the park grand slam. That's hi, Carl. The Cardinals are leading the Yankees 1-0 in the bottom of the sixth. The Cincinnati Reds are leading the Brewers 4-3 in the bottom of the fifth. Right now, the Padres and Dodgers just started, and the Diamondbacks are leading the Rockies 1-0 in the bottom of the fourth. And around 10:10, we have the Mariners and Angels, and then tomorrow, for those that don't follow the MLB, they started this new thing on Amazon. I think it is called like an Amazon baseball brunch game or something like that. But at noon tomorrow, Eastern time, the game tomorrow is the Cleveland Guardians against the Houston Astros. So in their case, they're playing at 11 o'clock in the morning, I guess, to appease the baseball brunch crowd. Andrew saying Malachi Black needs to be the world champion. You know what? I actually do agree with that. I agree with that because Malachi Black's been. I've always been a fan of Malachi Black ever since, well, even before he went to NXT, as he was Tommy End. And the way that he debuted in AEW, just randomly showing up, literally super kicking Arn Anderson in the face, that was great. And then him and Cody Rhodes at the first Grand Slam Dynamite last year. Football pregame for tomorrow. There's no football tomorrow. I don't believe. Sorry, folks. I don't. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it's preseason week for football. Wow. It started that soon already. Sorry, folks. This is like all. It's been crazy for me personally. So I'm just like finally getting my shit together. Hey, John Boy, let me finish this out because apparently the preseason starts this coming week for the NFL.
Oh.
So on Thursday night, we have 2 games already. We have, on one game, we have the Tennessee Titans against the Baltimore Ravens, and also your New York Giants taking on the New England Patriots.
Whoa.
That's going to be fun. And then Friday night, we got a few games playing on. We got the Atlanta Falcons taking on the the Cleveland Browns against the Jacksonville Jaguars. My team, the Jets, taking on the Eagles. The Arizona Cardinals taking on the Bengals. And the Green Bay Packers against the San Francisco 49ers. And then Saturday, we have the Carolina Panthers against the Commanders. The Kansas City Chiefs against the Bears. Indianapolis Colts against the Bills. Seattle Seahawks against Pittsburgh Steelers. Miami Dolphins against the Tampa Bay Deflated Balls. The Buccaneers. And the New Orleans Saints against the Houston Texans. And, the Dallas Cowboys against the Broncos. As long as their stadium doesn't burn down again, just like what happened with, some of their seats. Then you have the LA Rams, the defending Super Bowl champions, taking on the LA Chargers. It's a battle of LA, folks. Who wins? My guess is the Rams, because the Chargers have no fucking clue where they are half of the time. And then on Sunday afternoon, we have the Minnesota Vikings against the Las Vegas Raiders. I almost called them the Oakland Raiders. Yeah. Yes, this is again, folks. This is all the shit.
And we all know the Giants are going to beat New England on Thursday.
I
would say you want to put a bet on it, but I already don't have hair up here, so.
Folks, for those that don't
we could do another spicy chip challenge, boy.
Oh, God. Folks,
hold on. You know what? Hold on. Bring it on, tough guy.
You really wanted to eat this challenge on again?
Carl, with the mood I'm in, and you know the mood I'm in right now.
Okay. We'll figure out a place and time for it, boy.
Okay.
And this time it won't be as easy as the last one.
This time, no compromise.
Not only that, no water, John.
Fine.
And of course, I'll be asking if you want some Milky Moo.
And this time, I'll make sure I wear my steel-toed boots and kick you square in the nuts.
I'll still have 2 more than you. All right.
Folks, hold on. I just got to say this one thing. Tonight's show, yes, I know we're supposed to be the Around the Ropes, the wrestling show. But this is our debut episode. This is the debut of the network. We were too stupid and didn't realize we could have just done a preview of the network before we went live with this show, but you live and you learn. That's why some people shouldn't put me as the leader, but I digress.
But again, folks, we're here to have fun on the new ATR network, because that's what we are. We are fun people. We are fun individuals. Obviously, if you don't want to have fun, if you don't want to have fun, there are plenty of other shows you can watch.
I'm not going to say anything on that part. Folks, when it comes to us, and this is one thing, right, I think also it's safe to say we could start wrapping the show up soon, because if not, we're going to be babbling on for the next 45 hours. Tonight's take 2. First time new tongue, apparently. Tonight's show may have been...
Today, Junior.
Tonight's show, we may have covered a lot of stuff, but this is one thing you're going to expect from this network. You're going to get bits and pieces of everything.
Yeah.
We're not going to reveal what we have coming up yet because it's not set in stone, but you will have your sports talk. You may have a music show coming up. There may be somebody who may be doing a show about Broadway.
Different varieties. You never know.
There may be a show. There may be somebody on a show who does a show about being bald. You never know. Wow, nothing. Okay.
Not paying on that one.
Yes.
Bold is the way to go, buddy boy.
Oh, I know. Trust me. I know. Oh, boy. Carl, go enjoy your tickle time.
That is only you. You are the only one besides somebody else that we all know in Wisconsin.
Hold on. Andrew commented saying, anybody know everybody know a number of a good cardiologist because they're both going to need one.
Folks, if you know the whole backstory of why I'm in the mood I'm in, then you'll know why I don't give a flying for doodle. I'm going for this.
Yeah.
I have a proposal that if Carl wins, happens to me.
Carl, come back on. Come back on. Are we really doing this right now? We're doing another.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
We will do this at another time. I'm listening to something very important right now.
Okay.
But yeah, because if you remember when Andrew, you're funny.
He's not wrong.
No. Well, here's the other part. Unlike the first time when we did this, we're going to plan this a little bit better.
This was rushed in the spur of the moment, and we decided, fuck it all, let's do it.
Because part of my offer to Mr. Baldy, that if I lose, this goes bye-bye but there's an exception to it.
I think I have a feeling what it might be.
Bare skin.
I thought you were gonna go Mohawk style.
No. Oh, wait, Mohawk may not be bad. We'll have to discuss about that. Because the other thing also is the other person who I'd like to be at this challenge, Mr. Ryan.
Oh, hell no.
Who?
I'm already tapping out on that shit.
No, not you.
Oh, thank God.
No, we'll have you do the Buffalo Wing Challenge instead.
That I can probably do.
But yeah, folks, stay tuned because we will start promoting that once we finalize all the details on that one. Because some people in this room are schmucks and are idiots. Not going to mention names, but I think you guys can figure out who I'm talking about. But coming up next week, I think it's safe to say we can't promote our show and who we have coming up on the show next Tuesday.
Yes, I think we can.
This lovely lady is a woman I was able to meet at the 5th anniversary show. She had a show-stealing match against Jon Blayne.
Mm-hmm.
Carl and Ryan always have fights of who she should be with. They've even had a fantasy booking match here, folks, but that's for another time. But guys, next Tuesday, Carl, wow. Ryan, what time? 8:30?
Yeah, I think 8:30.
8:30. What's okay? You're the ring announcer here, so why don't you give her the proper intro?
Sure. So coming on next week, our first official guest here on the ATR Network is someone who is very well known, not only in BCW, but also in Empire State Wrestling, as well as numerous promotions up and down the East Coast, primarily in the states of New York, Jersey, and Pennsylvania, and even Delaware. Yes, I said Delaware. Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest is none other than courageous Christina Marie.
Two-time AEW Dark.
Mr. Ryan, you didn't do a good job. What up with that?
Shut up. Shut up, you matzo ball mensch.
Would you have preferred to have been Marina Shafir? You could have called her Shayna Baszler?
No, I'm not drunk.
or confuse her thinking she's in UFC when she was never in the UFC?
Will you shut up? You. Next time I see you, you're dead.
Ryan?
John?
Let's move on. Before I know no. Let's move on. So yes, Ryan, we're having Christina Marie on the show next Tuesday at 8:30. Like I said before, she had a show-stealing match against Jon Blayne at BCW's 5th anniversary show. So we'll talk about that with her. We'll talk about her upcoming. Isn't she going to be at the Albany show the weekend of the Hall of Fame thing?
I believe so, on the 26th with New York Championship Wrestling, NYCW.
Yes, we'll definitely get into
that. I think she's taking on the Violent Vixen herself, Adina Steele. So that's someone that she's very well acquainted with, in my opinion.
Yeah, so we'll definitely have that. And folks, we bring up the Hall of Fame because myself and Carl, and I think possibly Ryan too,
possibly,
will be there live in living color. Now, Mr. Carl, if you would be so kind to hop in here for a second.
Just don't mind hearing the scanner in the background if you hear it go off. That's what I'm listening at right now.
No, you're good. Who are some of the people who are going to be at this Hall of Fame induction thing? Because you mentioned some of them last night, and my mouth nearly dropped to the ground.
Dory Funk Jr., Mr. 316 himself is going into the Hall of Fame. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
But there's also, Carl, if I'm not mistaken, isn't there also somebody who's a big fan from the Jersey independent scene?
Yes, she is a fan that has a she was born with a disability, but she does not let that stop her from enjoying life. And she was presented back in March, I believe it was, Ryan?
Yeah, I think it was March.
Back in March, here in New Jersey at a wrestling promotion. She is the honoree for the Rocky Soulman Johnson Award that will be presented that night up in Albany at the Hall of Fame dinner. Mrs. Azalea is going into the Hall of Fame, and the wrestling community is behind this young lady no matter what. She brings smiles to everybody. Just don't let Darius Carter near her.
Oh, shit. And
she'll tell Darius Carter where to go.
Oh, absolutely. And I will tell you this also. She's so huge as a wrestling fan. Her mother pretty much told her that she sometimes gets in trouble in school because she's doing wrestling stuff. So you tell me she's a pretty huge wrestling fan.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And she's nonverbal, but she will tell you where to go. She will give you the Italian salute.
Okay.
And shockingly enough, she gave it to Shane Fair one time.
Yep.
Which shocked all of us that she gave it to him.
So,
yeah.
like I said, we have a lot coming up on this network. We have Wrestle Bash coming up August 20th in Parsippany, New Jersey, where we will have a table, folks. So if you're in the area, do stop by, come say hi. We'll sign autographs, we'll take pictures, the whole nine
From
yards.
12 to 4.
We'll be there from 12 to 4. And our special guest is the ring announcer of the Northeast. Despite the fact he may be a pain in the ass most of the time, he has become a valuable part.
John.
Ladies and gentlemen, our guest is the #1 ring announcer in pro wrestling, MMA, and boxing. Mr. Ryan Peterson will be our guest signer. So
and
come
actually,
on out.
And actually, also, there's one other thing we actually forgot to mention. Later on that night, yours truly and the two amigos above me are going to be at Richfield Park, New Jersey, as I am there announcing for Colossal Championship Wrestling's debut event at 7 p.m., I believe. 6:30 to 7 o'clock. It's around that time frame. So they will be there. I will be there. If you can't make it to Parsippany, but please come to Parsippany because there's a whole slew of talent going to be there. You got the Godfather. You got Kevin Nash. Sergeant Slaughter. It's a whole slew. Booker T, who's also going into the Hall of Fame, by the way.
Yes. And you have a friend of the show, Mr. Brett Azar, who designed that little logo that Johnny Boy is holding, which is the logo of this show.
Yeah. But, folks, like I said, stay locked in to all of our socials, including the Around the Ropes Twitter account. You can find us on Twitter at Around Rope Show. Between that and the Around the Rope, the ATR Network Facebook page and Twitter page, you'll definitely find all your information. And if you happen to see us at an event, come say hi. We don't bite. Trust me.
John does. Me and Ryan don't.
No, definitely we don't. But John will think you're a baby back rib.
Hot dog.
But guys, welcome back, Kosta.
For the third time. Sorry
Yes.
about that.
Kosta, what are you, Mankind from the Royal Rumble?
Yeah. I have 3 personalities.
No. You know what it is? No, you know what it is? The new network, which means he's changed his persona. He's now the Canadian superstar, Kosta himself.
Bang, 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 bang. Let's go.
Jesus Christ.
What have we done?
He's the Roman Reigns of the ATR Network. He shows up when he wants.
Yeah, exactly. Not
But
a joke.
folks, welcome to a whole new era that will be taking over a lot sooner than you expected.
Oh, yeah, especially with what we have planned. Thank you, Andrew. Definitely appreciate that.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.
I don't know if next week we'll be on Facebook, but in the next couple of weeks, we should also be going on to Facebook as well.
I believe next week we will be.
Yeah, so either next week or I don't know how it works out with that, but we should be back. We should be on Facebook pretty soon.
Yes.
Because, folks, you will be able to see us on Facebook. You'll still be able to see us here on YouTube. And you'll also be able to possibly see us on some other platforms in the coming weeks, months, days, years. You
Just
never know.
gotta stay tuned.
And let me throw it now to the first official final thoughts on the new network. And let me throw it to the guy who will be our special guest on August 20th, the best ring announcer in the state of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, most of the East Coast, and a damn good MC, despite the fact I nearly went to kick him half a dozen times. Mr. Ryan Peterson. Ryan, final thoughts, and where can people find you on social media?
All right, so final thoughts. Folks, again, this is just the beginning, and you all are going to be riding the ride with us. We guarantee it's going to be top notch. You can find me on Twitter at Ryan_MC92. You can follow me at Instagram at WrestlingMC. You can follow me on Facebook at Ryan Peterson. Catch me at WrestleBash, WrestlePro, Invictus, Creative Pro Wrestling, numerous MMA, kickboxing. There, and pretty much just follow me everywhere. And if you see me at a show and whatnot, please feel free to say hi. I won't be like John here and bite you.
I'm a teddy bear.
A hungry teddy bear, that is.
Now, let me throw it to the tribal chief of the ATR Network. Let me throw it over to Kosta. Kosta, final thoughts and where can people find you on social media? Kosta, you're muted.
Final thoughts. We're going to take this network to the moon and back. So get ready for what we have in store. And one thing about AEW tickets for the Toronto shows coming up in October go on sale August 26th at 10 a.m. And I will definitely be at those events. So come out and see me and maybe some of these other ATR co-hosts if I invite them out here. So get ready for some surprises.
Kosta, it's not, you know, if you invite us, it's if we're allowed to cross the border.
Yeah, if we're allowed to, yeah, exactly.
Plus, I mean, Kosta has his, his fallacious estate there, surrounded by a moat.
Hell yeah! I live in the hills, baby.
John's bed will be in the moat.
Kosta, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter at Kosta ATR.
Good
Very
stuff.
simple.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Let me throw it now to our esteemed producer there, Mr. Kyle Roberts. Take it away.
No, I mean, dude, we kicked it off. Amazing network we're a part of. Again, we have a lot coming up, folks, that we want you to be involved with. Again, if you hear us mention any of these shows, come out. Support your independent shows besides the big names. That's where your money goes. Your independent shows are the key here. But again, come out August 20th to WrestleBash in Parsippany. Come see Ryan. Come see us. And you got a lot of major talent there. So, and then on the 27th, we will be up in Albany, New York for the International Wrestling Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame dinner. That's going to be a big, huge event up there between autograph signings, Q&As that they got going. Check it out. Go to the IPW HOF.com or just Google International Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. There's all your information. I believe tickets might still be available, but check it out. Support them because they actually have a actual museum and a Hall of Fame for this. It got started last year. Please support them because they are doing what we always want. So do that.
And where can they find you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter at KarlRobATR. And that's it.
Guys, final thoughts from me. This network hit it off with a bang. We have a lot more in store for you. We have a lot more shows coming up for you on the horizon that are not just wrestling based. And the only way you can find that out is just stay tuned to our social medias because it's going to get nutty. It's going to get crazy here, folks. Plus, also stay tuned to our social medias because I will be putting out some sort of schedule coming up as far as shows that we will be doing a watch along for in one way or another. Again, guys, tune into our show next Tuesday starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then I want you guys also to stay tuned to that episode because we will let you guys know of our new time slot starting the following week. So just stay tuned for that. Obviously, we'll make sure before Christina Marie is on next week with us. We have Wrestle Dash coming up August 20th. We'll be up in Albany August 20th, the weekend of August 26th. And we have some other events here and there coming up in the next couple of months. So definitely want to stay tuned for all that because if there's going to be an independent show in New Jersey, Long Island, or the tri-state area, it's a pretty good bet you're going to see one of us from the ATR crew. And hell, even if there's a show up in Toronto, you may even see our Canadian partner up there as well. But guys, again, subscribe to our channel. We definitely could use the support. And we'll catch you guys next Tuesday right here with Christina Marie. Stay locked into our network for all your latest updates on pro wrestling, indie wrestling, and everything else. And we'll catch you guys Tuesday night.